The shift. It's a defensive strategy often employed against left-handed power hitters who show a tendency to pull the ball. The idea is to overload the right side of the field with extra players so that when a left-handed batter pulls the ball, it is more likely to be fielded by a defender and result in an out. In recent years, the shift has become ubiquitous. There have been some crazy plays.
One out, remember. Ground ball. The play at the plate is on a bounce for one. Back to first.
A version of the shift has even been employed against right-handed pull hitters. The origins of the shift have often been credited to Lou Boudreau, the player-manager of the Cleveland Indians in the 1940s. Boudreau noticed that legendary Red Sox hitter Ted Williams, a left-handed power hitter, had a tendency to pull the ball, so he devised a way to shift his fielders to the right side of the field to defend against Williams. But Red Sox fans love to point out a play where Williams famously hit the ball to the left field when playing against Cleveland while employing the shift. This resulted in an inside-the-park home run and a 1-0 win for the Red Sox. But in the 1946 World Series, Cardinals manager Eddie Dyer famously employed the shift against Williams. It was slightly different than the shift Boudreau had employed. The results were significant. During the regular season, Ted Williams' hitting performance, including leading the majors in on-base percentage and slugging percentage, won him the American League MVP. But his performance in the World Series was miserable. St. Louis won the 1946 World Series in 7 games. But the Williams shift was actually employed 20 years earlier, only it was employed against Philly slugger Cy Williams. Welcome to Philadelphia baseball history. Don't forget to check out our merchandise. T-shirts, phone cases, masks, notebooks, mugs, and much more. Just go to tpublic.com and look for Philadelphia baseball history. Fred Williams was born on December 21st, 1887, in a small town known as Wadena, Indiana. At the time of his birth, the population of Wadena was 75. Standing 6 foot 2 inches and weighing 180 pounds, Williams was a tall, skinny farm boy. He was given the nickname Cy because at the time, that was a name commonly given to someone who looked like they came from the sticks. In 1908, Williams began attending the University of Notre Dame, where he studied architecture. He became involved in athletics, playing football alongside the legendary Knute Rockne. Williams was also a track star who was eyeing the 1912 Olympics in Stockholm. It was at Notre Dame that Williams also began playing baseball. The Notre Dame team was known to play exhibition games against major and minor league teams. It was during his time with Notre Dame that he caught the eye of a scout from the Chicago Cubs. This was early in Williams' student career, so Williams asked the scout if he could make the major league team right away. When the scout honestly told him that that was not likely, Williams chose to remain in school and stay eligible to play college athletics. Respecting that choice, the scout asked Williams if he could consider signing with the Cubs first when he was ready to make the jump to playing professionally. Williams said that he would. Later, just before Williams was starting his senior year, the scout again approached Williams. By now, the scout was no longer working for the Cubs and had moved on to Cleveland. Williams told the scout that he would honor his word, which meant that he would look at Chicago first. Charles Murphy, the Cubs president, then contacted Williams and asked him to come play for the Cubs. Murphy promised to keep the contract a secret so that Williams could finish his time at Notre Dame without becoming ineligible for college sports. Williams agreed and joined the Cubs in 1912, foregoing his chance to compete for the U.S. Olympic team. Williams, a left-handed center fielder, spent 6 seasons in Chicago, posting a batting average of .251 while there. He was known as a decent fielding outfielder, but without a strong arm. But at age 27, he began showing a penchant for hitting the long ball, and this was during the dead ball era. In 1915, Williams hit 13 home runs, coming in second in the National League behind Philadelphia slugger Gabby Cravath, who hit 24. A little less than half of Williams' home runs, 6, were inside the park home runs, a testament to his speed. Cravath, however, had the advantage of playing in the Baker Bowl, with a short right field porch, where the wall was about 280 feet down the right field foul line. In 1916, Cy Williams would lead the National League with 12 home runs, tied with Dave Robertson of the Giants. The Cubs traded Williams after the 1917 season, as it was believed that he did not get along with manager Fred Mitchell. Williams was traded to the Phillies, and once within the friendly confines of the Baker Bowl, Cy Williams' average began to rise. He was learning to take advantage of the layout of the ballpark and how it was friendly to left-handed pull hitters. Williams became a perennial .300 hitter in his early 30s. He also began hitting more home runs. The more lively ball introduced in 1920, combined with the short right field in Philadelphia, allowed Williams to take off as a home run hitter. Williams led the National League in 1920 with 15 home runs. By 1922, he hit more than 20 for the first time in his career. Then, in 1923, Cy Williams led the majors with 41 home runs. Statistics show that of his 251 career home runs, 141 of them were hit at the Baker Bowl. Yet, between 1912 and 1917, while playing for the Cubs, Williams only hit 1 home run while visiting Philadelphia. Indeed, his career with the Cubs, he had only hit a total of 34 home runs in 6 seasons. By contrast, Cy Williams hit 217 home runs while with the Phillies, and a full 140 of those home runs took place in the Baker Bowl. Williams hit a full 65% of his home runs while with the Phillies in his home park, with a short right field porch. Indeed, it is because Cy Williams became so adept at using the unique geometry of the Baker Bowl that teams began employing a shift when they played against him, overloading the right side of the field with defenders. Cy Williams certainly gave the Philadelphia fans a lot of excitement at a time when neither home team, the Phillies or the Athletics, were any good. But for giving the Philadelphia fans a reason to go to the ballpark during those lean years, Cy Williams was fondly remembered and inducted into the Philadelphia Wall of Fame. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and tell your friends about us. Did you like that story? Well, check out this story on early 20th century Phillies sluggers, or maybe this one on the Baker Bowl. Give us a like. In the description box, we will have a link to our merch store with a new design honoring Cy Williams. We will also have instructions on how you can support this channel and allow us to make more videos like this.